Okay, let's try this. All right, so we know that V drove 20 miles at an average speed of 60, 20 average speed of 60, and then she slowed down, drove 8 miles for an average speed of 40. All right, so we get time equals distance over speed. Time equals distance over speed. All right, so then if we do that, we get 20 over 60, but then we need it, that'll give us 1/3. Let's see if I can move a little recordy thingy. Okay, so then that gives us 1/3, but we just times 60 because that's out of the hours. And then that gives us 20, and we already knew that makes sense. 20 minutes out of 60, 60 out of 60, but then it's a little different. If we do 8 over 40, we get some kind of 0.2, but then we have to multiply that 0.2 by 60. So we drove 8 miles at 40 miles per hour, but we drove it for 12 minutes. Then we add these two together, and then let's see, we get 32. So we drove for a total of 32 minutes. So we've got the time, and speed. Okay, so now we've got the amount, so we've got the speed or the time. So now we can do the total distance, if you will, that we actually drove was 28 miles. And we did it at using 32 minutes. So this is really kind of the speed time, Sorry, can't do that. Anyway, and then that gives us, this divided by this gives us some funky number. Let's see, 28 divided by 32. 28 divided by 32 gives us 0.875. 0.875. But then we need to take that number right there, that 0.875. That doesn't look like a 5. Maybe it does now. We need to take that and we need to multiply it by 60 because, again, this is just in minutes, and we need it, instead of minutes, we need it in minutes. We need it in miles per hour. So we're doing, here's the hour, and here's the miles per minute, and then times 60 miles per hour, because there's 60 minutes an hour. Anyway, when we do that, we get 8.75 times 60. We should get 52.5. 52.5 miles an hour was the average speed we drove all of those 32 miles, or those 28 miles. We drove for 32 minutes. We drove for 32 minutes. We drove 28 miles. So we drove 28 miles in 32 minutes. But our average speed, based on the miles per hour, was 52.5. Okay, I hope that helps. That helps.